Beloved, as we open to Luke chapter 17:26, the words of Jesus echo through time as it was in the days of Noah. So shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. He wasn't giving us just a history lesson, he was sounding an alarm. People ate, drank, married, bought and sold, built and planted. All normal things. But the tragedy wasn't in the activities, it was in their ignorance of God. They lived without Him. They were blind to eternity. And suddenly, judgment came. Now, take a breath and look around today. Isn't it eerily similar? We chase after comfort, chase after pleasure, chase after gain, but so often we forget the one who gives us breath. We're not far from those days, and even closer to Lot's. But here's the cry of mercy in the midst of this storm. My spirit shall not always strive with man, Genesis 6:3. That's not a threat. It's a tender warning from a long-suffering God, who's been waiting, watching, grieving. He grieves not because we sin, but because we won't return. He watches, not to catch us, but to call us home. He waits, not to punish, but to pardon. Even now, the ark is open. Christ Himself is the refuge. And just like Noah, you don't get saved by watching from outside. You've got to step in. You've got to cut off from the world. You've got to find in Jesus your joy, your peace, your purpose, your everything. The Spirit is crying out in the streets, in the gates. Through the pain of a broken generation. Through addiction, through suicide, through the cries of a million runaway teens. And He's not asking for spectators. He's calling for intercessors, for preachers of righteousness, for broken hearts that beat in rhythm with His. Look, you may think you're too far gone. Or maybe you've grown cold. But if you're hearing this today, God hasn't given up on you. The door isn't shut. The rain hasn't started. This is the time to surrender, to cry out, to return to your first love. Don't play with eternity. Don't gamble with grace. If Noah could build an ark with nothing but God's voice and obedience, you can build a life that testifies of God's power in these last days. If Enoch could walk with God in a corrupt generation, so can you. But you must decide now. He is not just calling you to be safe, He is calling you to be holy. To be set apart. To shine in the darkness. To live as though you'll step into eternity at any moment. Because one day, you will. And when that day comes, may you hear not the crash of judgment, but the voice of the bridegroom saying, Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Draw near to Him now, He is already near.